Guess what time it is? It's compilation time. That's right, another compilation. Brought to you by me, Shifty Drongo. What is this compilation about, you may ask? Well, it's in the title, okay? You need to read. I give my sage advice to people having relationship issues, and it is pinpoint accurate every time. That's basically the whole compilation. So you should watch it. You should watch it right now. You should continue to watch it right now. And you should like, and you should subscribe, and you should go, hey, that was good advice. Can I have some? And I'll say, no, sorry, you have to pay me. But still do it, still ask. All right, good luck. See this right here? Nothing better than a Smith chip, plain. I don't know who invented the chip, but we mastered it. Lays have nothing on Smiths, I'm telling you. What's that got to do with the video? Nothing. But my channel, my rules. I talk about what I want. I could be talking about this, but I start off talking about that. That's right. I'm a hooligan. But I'm going to do something I haven't done for a while, and that's go on to the dating advice Reddit and give unwarranted advice to people that will never see it. But if they do ever see it, they'll thank me humbly on their bended knee, going, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you changed my life. It's pathetic, but they do it. So let's go through a few people having issues or problems and see if we can fix them. By we, I mean me, because I am the oracle. I made him a cake and he dumped me. How shit was the cake? That must have been one of the worst cakes that have ever been made. You know, usually someone makes a cake for someone else and they go, oh my god, this is so kind, so nice. It can be one of the nicest things anyone can ever do for you. Yet, somehow you got broken up with. Where'd you go wrong? Did you follow the recipe? Follow the recipe, for the love of God. I, 28 female, have been seeing a guy 29 for 3 months. And around a month and a half in, we agreed to be exclusive. A couple weeks after that, he told me he isn't sure about the commitment and feels like he should know by now if he wants to be with me. He said he wasn't sure what he wants to do because he likes me and he likes seeing me, but doesn't want to commit. We didn't talk that day, but did that night and went on like usual. His birthday was coming up. He said he didn't want anything or do anything, but I made him a cake. I made it from scratch with organic ingredients because of his lifestyle choices. Well, they sound like poor lifestyle choices. The topic of commitment came up again because he's having a hard time staying committed. We talked, cried, and ultimately decided he's the problem and he needs to work on himself. I feel like I need to cut things off with him before I get confused. He does everything right but won't commit. We're taking a break now but still talking. Alright, I'll get back to this, but those are too good, I can't stop eating them. He does everything right but has commitment issues and I'm confused, please help. I've got the exact thing you should do. You should bake another cake. Bake another cake. Trust me, it'll work. Just hear me out. You bake another cake bigger than the last one, okay, to show how far you've come in cake making and also how big your will to commit to is. Following? And put something on there, some sweet little message like I miss you or something like that, you know? He might go, oh, that's nice, and you cut a bit off for him. And he's like, oh, you're going to have some as well? You go, no, I'm okay. You have some. He eats a bit. He goes, something tastes off here. It was poisoned. You've poisoned him, but not in a bad way. You poisoned him with a love potion, like in Shrek 2. Where do you get a love potion from? A witch. I don't know any witches, but I assume they're hanging around somewhere. I mean, we haven't really put them on trial for a few hundred years, so I think there would be more than enough to get a few love potions off. 5 minutes after tasting the funny tasting cake, he's in love with you. Commitment issues, gone. I just saved your relationship. Don't thank me. Thank the witch that brewed the potion. But also thank me for the idea, because, I mean, I did most of the work. The witch had the potion already, so, I mean, ugh. Why do guys always like her more? Yeah, I'm going to need you to be more specific. I don't know who her is. My best friend of 8 years has never been without a boyfriend, no matter the situation. Guys are always obsessed with her. Okay, I think we've figured out who her is. It's her, the friend. You get it. During COVID, I had an online thing with a guy, but whenever she texted him, he gave her way more attention. Almost like he liked her more. It confused me because we're both equally attractive. So what made her different? Okay, did someone tell you that you're equally attractive, or have you come to that conclusion yourself? Maybe you're bigging yourself up too much. Ever thought about that? And maybe if you are actually equally attractive, maybe she just has a better personality. I mean, I don't know, I haven't met the girl, but I already like her more than you, so Then I found out we were both talking to the same guy. To test it, I acted more interested in him, but when I asked what he was doing, he said, texting this girl I really like. Whew. Oh, jeez. That's rough. I said I like the other girl more, which is still true. That hurts. That's rough. He meant her. The craziest part? She had a boyfriend at the time. I never cared much about guys, but whenever I did, she always won. It made me question myself, wondering if she was just naturally more desirable. I mean, you got to get some runs on the board. I mean, you're losing. I mean, just here you're down 2-0. It's time to flip that script, alright? You got to start talking to her boyfriend, alright? I know you and these guys weren't together, technically, but... And I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but you want to win, okay? You want to win, you got to get runs on the board. You got to get runs on the board, alright? Bring her down a peg, because the peg she's on, she's up. That makes no sense. You get what I mean. Not having an Instagram is scaring the hoes away. Get Instagram. Just get Instagram. You don't have to use it, just get Instagram. I'm not reading all this whole shtick you got going on here. Just get Instagram. Just do it. Just have it, and then you got it. Simple as that. I just fix your problem. Get fixed. Not like, I don't mean like fixed. I mean just fixed, you know? I don't mean fixed. I mean fixed. Understand? Alright, cool. I was rejected by my dream girl today. I've never felt better. My whole life I've struggled with dating. I've never had a hard time finding people to be with, but I've always been plagued by the feeling that I could do better. This is because I've never really had to put myself out there. I know, woe is me. Yeah, fuck you. I never had to put myself out there. Shut up, cockhead. Far out. Yeah, I've never really had to put myself out there, you know, they just fall in my lap. Shut up. But because of this, I've never felt truly fulfilled in my relationships. I've always wanted to punch outside my weight class, but I've also been terrified to ask someone out, especially in public. Long story short, I asked out this woman I've known for a little while through mutual friends. She's really everything I'm looking for, and I got to know her a bit through that connection. But today I decided I was done letting fear dictate my actions. I just had to do it. Run into the light. Run into the light. Don't be scared. You won't burn. Maybe a little bit. You might get burnt. You might get burnt. I wasn't really expecting anything because honestly I know I'm not her type. But I still had to take the shot. She gave me her Instagram and said, I'll let you know. No. But good luck with that. But let's be real, she's just too nice to say no outright, so I'm taking it as a hard no. But here's the crazy part, I've never felt better in my life. I feel so damn proud that I did something that terrified me to the point of shaking. I've never had trouble pushing myself physically, working out discipline, all of that. Will you stop bragging? Okay, we get it. Women fall into your lap. You can work out with no issues whatsoever without having to go, oh, I've got to go work out. We get it. Am I jealous? No. But women have always been my weak spot. The feeling of putting myself out there despite knowing I would fail is so empowering. And now, I know that next time I'll be stronger. It'll come easier, and I'm one step closer to becoming the person I want to be. You know what? As much as we've bickered, you and I mean, it's mainly been me just bickering at you, but we'll say we both have been doing it. That's good. I'm glad. Not sure if this belongs in dating advice, but I had to share this somewhere. I've never felt better. Well, yeah, to be fair, I don't think it does. It's more like r/, I had an epiphany and now I feel good. I don't know if that's a subreddit, but it should be. Someone should make that if that's not a thing already. Update, thank you so much for the kind words. This was harder than any weight I've lifted. We get it, you can lift weights. Alright, we can all lift weights. Some smaller than others, but we can do it. By we, I mean me. I'm stronger than you, probably. I beat you in a chin-up battle. I beat you in a running race, probably. Your upper body's probably too big. I'd beat you. I beat you soundly in a running race. I just need to share it and hope this inspires some of you to get some I'll let you knows. Lol, because eventually we will get something different. Good on you. And you know what? I'm going to end on that note.
I know you're thinking, why am I wearing these spunky slutty glasses? Well, it's not that I'm going to a festival like us young people go to, no. It's because today I'm giving relationship advice. Now, it's been a while since I've done this, but I feel like I've gained thousands of years of experience in just the short time that I haven't done a video such as this. And I thought, as somewhat of a love guru myself, I wanted to impart my wisdom onto the poor souls of Reddit, because as we know, they are shocking. They have no experience in, well, anything really, except for being nerds. And that's not going to get you very far. I guess unless you're in like a science field or a streamer gamer, I guess that would help you probably get far in that. But in life, in real life, as a human being, it's not going to work. Now, how's this going to work? What's the love guru going to do? How's he going to impart his wisdom? Well, I'm going to go through a few posts on the relationship Advice subreddit and impart my wisdom thoroughly and with pinpoint accuracy, so there'll be no ifs, ands or buts about what I've said. So don't be scared, let's do it. My 26 female boyfriend, 28 male, asked to split everything 50-50, even though he makes more. We've been dating for 8 months and he insists on splitting every dinner, every trip, everything right down the middle. I work in retail and he's in tech. Like I'm pulling minimum wage shifts, folding clothes, while he's making serious money writing code. I didn't need that detail. You could have just said he made more money. I don't need to know what fields you're in. Okay, let's keep this short and concise, okay? I have a certain amount of time that I'm willing to give, and you have just wasted it with this innocuous thing about what jobs you do. You said you earn minimum wage. He earns a bit of coin. That's all I need to know. So as we carry on, please keep your answers concise. Thank you. Even though these are people who have just written on Reddit and not specifically to me, but come on, be considerate of my time, even though you didn't know that I was going to be the one answering this. The love guru is going back to the post now, alright? Shush. When he wants to go to some fancy steakhouse, I'm the one eating rice and beans the rest of the week, just to cover my half of the one meal. I've been picking up extra shifts lately and had some good luck recently, but I still can't keep up with his lifestyle. Every time I bring it up, he talks about fairness and equality. Now, I don't even know if I need to go any further, but at this point, I already had this idea in my mind. Why don't you guys split the bill per meal instead of, 50-50? Why don't, say you have some smaller meal, okay? You have little riblets, and he has a big, 500 gram steak. Why don't he pay for the 500 gram steak and you pay for the little riblets? Bam, solved your problem. That was so easy. Give me a hard one next time, okay? I'm the love guru after all, okay? I know all. I'm all-knowing. I know about life, love, and fiction. Why fiction? I like to dabble in the unknown, what can I say? I like a bit of magic every once in a while. Sue me. I will read the second half of this post just so we can caveat it with a few other things, but I think I've solved your problem already. I'm a genius. No need to thank me, although a kindly worded letter would be welcomed, so... and maybe a $20 note, because I too am struggling. I'm not expecting to be taken care of. I pay my own rent, groceries, and personal expenses. But when your partner earns 3 times what you do and still expects everything to be split evenly, it makes me question how financial dynamics affect relationships. I think if we're talking about holidays, alright, I think a 50-50 split is fair. When it comes to meals, I think a split of what meal you have, you have the big steak, you have the little riblets, I think that's fair. I think, you got to come to a certain compromise. It doesn't have to be specifically 50-50, but I think an even split in terms of what you've eaten is the fair way to go. Again, don't thank me. I know I'm a genius. Next relationship thing, post, advice. Let's do it. Boyfriend 35 male humiliated me 31 female camping with friends. I don't know if I should stay. Oh, so this was like a frat boy thing? Like they got the paddles out? Like the Stonecutters in The Simpsons? He paddled your bum? That can't be humiliating, that's fair enough. I don't know if I should stay. Is that at the campsite because you're so embarrassed? Or is that in the relationship because it's not working out? More context clues, please. Even though it's probably in the post. But you should have it all in the title as well. Just for my sake, because I'm the love guru and I have no time for such disgusting... I don't have any words. Let's go. My boyfriend 35 male and I 31 female have been together for 3 years, living together for 1. We've been friends since high school, so there's a long history between us. Over the weekend we went camping with friends, and 2 things happened that really shook me. First, we were setting up a bug net together. He had been drinking and suddenly started taking it down. I assumed he was adjusting it, so I helped remove the part that was stuck. I saw him putting it in the bag, so I asked what he was doing. Then he snapped. "You took it down, so we're not using it." I thought he was the one that was taking it down. I'm confused. The love guru is bewildered. I don't know what's going on here. I was confused and said, "Wait, I thought you were taking it down. I was just helping." He got snippy and handed it to me and said, "Whatever." So I quietly put it back up. Oh, is little baby tired? Is the little baby tired and a little bit drunk? Is the little baby tired and a little bit drunk? You getting a bit snappy? Little baby. So far, he sounds like a little baby, but we'll continue. Later, I was starting a fire to cook and casually asked my friends to grab a stick to move some logs. Out of nowhere, my boyfriend jumps up and says, "I'm no idiot, but here." Is he like spawning in? The love guru is confused. Where's he coming from? Is he just coming out of the ground? Is he like a little mole man? Then starts aggressively messing with the fire using an axe. He turned to me and said, "This is the hot part of the fire. This is the cooler part. You fucking got that?" Oh my god, what is wrong with this guy? This guy can't handle his bruise, it seems. Can't handle his bruise. He has a couple bruises and he becomes a snippy little baby. I was stunned. You fucking got that. I just stood there silently. When my friend returned with the stick, my boyfriend started loudly saying that I talked to him like he's an idiot. At that point, I told my friend exactly what he said to me, with him standing right there. He tried to defend himself. I told him to shut up, and he stormed off to take a nap in the car. He is a little baby. He needs a little nap. Does he need his little bottle as well? Little baby need his bottle. My God. The love guru has no time for 35-year-old babies. But the love guru is confused because weren't you talking to your friend to like grab a stick to move the logs around? And not him? Like, where was he in this conversation before he was like, you fucking got that, and he was moving the fire around with the axe? Where was he? Was he there? Or did he just hear you in the distance and run towards you just because he felt like he had to say something? Later, he came back to the camp and ignored me completely. Talked to everyone else, not a word to me until we got home the next day. We drove separately. Then he said, sorry, I lost my temper. I took a shower, and when I got out of the shower, he said, we should have a talk. Then proceeded to say how I am so mean to him. So mean to him? You're 35, grow up. She's so mean. She helped me with the bug net and she, I don't know, spoke to a friend about getting a stick. She's so mean to me, specifically. The love guru thinks this guy is not okay and mentally needs a new brain, so he starts acting like an adult. It led to an argument. He said he was drunk and anxious all day and regretted saying that as soon as it came out of his mouth. I brought up how this is a pattern. He lashes out, minimises it, and tries gaslighting me into believing I behaved the way he did and not him, and apologises vaguely. He said he'd stop drinking again and wants to fix things, but I don't know if I believe that anymore. He said it before. I feel humiliated, confused, and emotionally exhausted. I'm trying to do better at not just cutting everyone out of my life when things go wrong. Has anyone been in a relationship like this? Did it get better, or did you leave? The love guru hath not been in a relationship like this, but I will say, if it's happened multiple times and he said, oh, I'll do better next time, and it hasn't happened, the love guru thinks maybe it's time to call it quits. You're young-ish. You've got time. If you were 40, I'd give up, you know, but you're not, so you'll be fine. That's what the love guru thinks. If you think the love guru is correct, leave a like. If you think the love guru is not correct, leave a like. Alright, on to the next one. On to the next Reddit. On to the next person who's a Redditor who likes to be on Reddit. Let's do that. My dad said he'd disown me if I, a 30 female, don't have children. I'm 70% sure I don't want kids and now feel completely trapped. Any suggestions? I found that just spontaneous combustion really changes people's minds, you know? Just if you just blew up in front of him, just randomly, you know, not like have anything strapped to your chest or anything, you know, jihadis, but if like you just spontaneously just combusted out of nowhere, I think that would change his mind. You'd be dead, but you'd win the argument. That's what the love guru thinks, but let's get some more background on this, shall we? Background, 30 female, East Asian. I lived in the US for the past 10 years after moving here alone at 20. My parents still live in my home country and they always have very strict expectations of me growing up. Wait, they have very strict expectations of you growing up? Like, their expectation is for you to grow up as you aged? Is that the expectation? I'm confused. We have a very strict expectation that our daughter, from 0 to 20, okay, grows in height and brain capacity. The love guru assumes when he sees something written like that, okay? He doesn't take any pretext like, oh, it could be grammatically incorrect. No. I take things at face value. They're both teachers, emotionally distant, always busy, but highly demanding. I was hit as a child, and though there was no outright abuse by their cultural standards, I grew up emotionally neglected, always being told I wasn't enough. We've never been close, but in recent years, we both tried, in our own imperfect ways, to rebuild the relationship. Situation. I can tell you from a part of the world that really, really adores well-structured essays. And may I say, thank you. Thank you, because this is better than anything I've ever seen on Reddit. You got the background, you got the situation, then under that, my thoughts and feelings. You're the best person that's ever existed. Well, on Reddit anyway, that I know of. My dad told me last night if I don't have children, he'll cut me off completely, emotionally and relationally. That if I choose not to continue the family line, I'm no longer his daughter. My thoughts and feelings, what hurts most is not just the threat, it's the fact that this feels like a forced choice. Even if I someday did want a child, I'd feel like I was doing it under pressure, like I'm surrendering my life to win their approval. And that scares me because if they learnt that threatening me works, that they can use love and family ties to control my life, What's to stop them from doing it again? It's as if they're not just trying to persuade me to have kids, they're trying to own the choice. I see what you're saying, unnamed woman, and I gotta say, you're doing my job for me. So, I feel like I'm just a bystander here. The love guru feels like he doesn't belong. I'm about 70% sure that I don't want children, because I know what kind of parent I'd like to be. Responsible, emotionally present, and supportive. And I'm not sure I can give a child that. Raising a kid is a 20+ year commitment of energy, time, and financial sacrifice. As a woman, there are added fears. I'm scared of the pain of childbirth. I'm scared of how it will change my body, even though I work out and try to take care of myself. I'm scared of disappearing into a role, from being someone's daughter to someone's mother, and never being really me again. I hate how emotionally intelligent this is. It really is annoying, because what the hell am I supposed to add to this? This is good. This essay is good. That's not content, I'm just reading off a script. But it's very lovely. The Love Guru appreciates lovely writing, so continue, unnamed assailant. 3. There's something else that haunts me. If I do cut off my parents, that door will likely close forever. As flawed as our relationship is, part of me still wants to believe that there's a chance for a healthy parent-child bond someday. But if I walk away now, I might lose the chance for good. 4. I'm also terrified that future partners might judge me for it. What if someone I love thinks, if she could cut off her own parents, she might do the same to me someday? Yeah, but I think that's different. I don't think that's a fear that's bound in, proper reality. There might be 1 or 2 people that think that are insane, but I think for the most part, the love guru thinks that most people go, they'd hear the situation and they go, you know what, it makes sense. Alright, you weren't sure that this was the choice you wanted to make. It was unfortunate, but it just had to happen. Nobody wants to cut off their parents, but sometimes it just has to happen. Nobody wants to cut off their parents most of the time, okay? No sane person, 99% of people who cut off their parents aren't like, yes, I really want to do this thing. But, they have to make that decision because it's the best for them. Finally, the love guru has something to say. I knew it would happen. He knew it. The love guru knew it would happen. I keep forgetting I'm speaking in third person. The love guru knew that a time would come where he was needed in this beautifully written essay. And it is here. I feel like I'm standing in the middle of a minefield where every step, whether towards children, away from children, towards my parents, away from them, could blow something up. If you've read this far, thank you. Me? I'm just doing my job as the love guru, reading this to the world and putting my own little advice that is sought after over the world onto it. So, don't thank me, but I appreciate it, and I think more people should do it because it's good and I do a good job. So, more thank yous, thanks. That was a lovely little worded post-essay thing, and I think my short amount of advice did ring true that no future partner's going to care that you cut off your parents if they hear the context of why that happened. I think you'll be right, champ, is what I'd say. So, Love Guru says, don't worry, fam, you be good. Everybody hush. Hush, it's okay, I'm here. I'm here. It's alright. No need to fret any longer. I know you were thinking, when am I going to receive some unsolicited advice about other people's random relationships that I've never met? And I'm here to say, right now. Right now. That's right, as a self-appointed relationship guru, I'm here to test the waters, to see what's going on in other people's relationships, and to go, hey, it's okay. You're right. All wrong. That's right, I'm on r/relationship advice today, and I'm here to give relationship advice, if you can tell by the sunnies. I'm here for you. I'm here for them. Mainly here for me, because I find it fun. Okay, stop banging at the screen, alright? I'm getting onto it, alright? Enough jibber and jabbering. We're just gonna do it. My 30 male, best friend's 32 male, wife 28 female. Too many numbers, I just want the letters. Did something highly unethical at work, and I think I need to report her. Although it would almost certainly get her fired. How do I navigate not wanting to hurt them with this violation? I'm going to try and make this as straightforward as possible. Due to my father's recent death... hang on, a second ago, weren't we talking about something highly unethical happening at work? What are we talking about your father's death for? Sorry for your loss and everything, but is this relevant to the story? I sure hope so. Because you did say I was going to be straightforward, so... your words, not mine. I came into a substantial amount of money. My best friend's wife, who I also consider a friend, works for an estate planning attorney. I have a kid with an ex, 27 female. My ex and my best friend's wife got quite close when my ex and I were together and remained close. I went to my best friend's wife about the inheritance to set up a meeting with her boss to discuss estate planning.
I had a good meeting. We set up a revocable trust for my kid with various contingencies and whatnot. I've not discussed this at all with my ex and I see it as none of her business. Well, my best friend's wife apparently told my ex the things I was doing in my estate. My ex called me furious. Just for context, we have split custody, but I pay child support due to making significantly more than my ex, and the inheritance has no impact whatsoever on my child support obligation. I told my ex, 1, this was none of her business, and 2, she has no right to know about that. When I pressed my ex, she admitted my best friend's wife told her. I called my best friend mad myself. His wife eventually called me and apologised. She said she let a few things slip over drinks, and when my ex pressed her, she gave her the details. She begged me not to tell her boss. My best friend made the same request. I love both these people and I understand mistakes can happen, but I'm also upset and do not know how to deal. Any advice on how to navigate would be appreciated. Well, you've come to the right man. The man that can give you the advice. My advice? I mean, unless something's going to come of this, telling the ex, if she's just a bit mad about it, I wouldn't bother telling the firm or whatever. I mean, should she have let it slip? Absolutely not, right? But the thing is, if nothing is going to come of it, you know, there's no legal battle, there's no nothing about that, you know, she's not entitled to anything. I say, you know, let bygones be bygones. Go, hey, bygone, get the hell out of here. Whether it's right or not, I feel like you should give your friends a little bit more slack, but that's just me, maybe. But I feel like you reporting it to the boss at her work is going to make things way worse than they are right now. Right now, you just got a mad ex, which, when's that unusual, am I right? I, female 20, have a crush on this guy, male 22, who doesn't see me the same way. Yes, we've all been there, sister. We've not all had crushes on guys who haven't seen them the same way. I haven't, not me. Not personally. It's been the other way around. Not people have had crushes on me and I haven't seen them that way. That's not what I mean either. We've all had unrequited love. I think I explained myself out of that pretty well. I've been talking to this guy for months now. And I thought we were getting serious. He bought me things, called me pretty and cute, and goes out of his way to spend time and call me. A few days ago, he called me saying he doesn't see us going any further. And that's fine. I'm not upset. Clearly, by you making a whole Reddit post, you are not upset. Upset? No? Okay, I'm just going to make a Reddit post about it. I'm not upset at all. The issue is, deep down, I still have feelings for him. So you are upset. I'm not upset, but I will say I am upset. It's alright to be upset. It's okay to be upset. I don't want to stop being friends with him because as a person, I love him. But it hurts knowing that he would never love me that way. It hurts talking to him knowing how I feel and how he doesn't. I don't want to leave him, but I'm worried it'll get more complicated. Is it fair to both of us for keeping the friendship relationship? I don't think unfair is the word I'd use. I think it will be troublesome to keep the friendship/relationship at this moment in time. You know, take a little bit apart, take some time apart, don't see each other for a while, okay, because you clearly have unresolved feelings and all that shit. So I'd take a few months, break, don't see each other for a while. It'll hurt, but in the long run it'll be good. You can come back together, maybe be friends after that, I don't know. But for now, I would take the space. If I was you, I'd take the space. Unless he's playing hard to get. But he's probably not, so take the space. Consider your life fixed. You don't have to thank me, but I'd appreciate it. My girlfriend, 39 female, called something I, 31 female, did during sex disgusting. She apologised, but I can't get past it. She was 31, you sick fuck. My girlfriend, 39 female, and I, 31 female, met on Bumble and have been dating long distance for a few months. I just got back from spending 5 days with her, and it was the first time we'd ever met in person. Long distance relationships are crazy, you know, you talk to these people on the phone or whatever for long periods of time, and then you see each other for a few days and you're like, righto, that's enough for me, see you later. Honestly, it exceeded every expectation I had. We had amazing chemistry, spent every day together, explored beautiful places, planned our future, and had a lot of sex that felt incredibly intimate and special. Okay, brag. Alright, enough of the bragging, okay? Alright, just, it's enough from you. We had heaps of sex. Alright, slow your roll. Rub it in our faces, why don't you? Not like that. Although some people watching would want that, wouldn't they? Sick freaks. I know there's a few sick cucks watching this right now, and they're going, oh, please rub it in my face. Enough from you, alright? Go to the corner. Although you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd love to go to the corner and watch. I came home completely smitten and genuinely thinking it could be my person. Then after I got home, we were talking on the phone. She was telling me about a conversation she'd had with a friend. And while talking about our sex life, she said that something I had done disgusted her. So in relaying a conversation she had with a friend, she admitted that something you did while you were getting it on disgusted her. Is she an idiot? She does know that she can leave things out of conversations, right? She does know that. For context, the thing she was referring to was me briefly putting one of our toys in my mouth. Toys, eh? What are we talking about here? Hot Wheels? Squishy gel ball, perhaps? Because if so, that squishy gel ball could explode if you put it in your mouth. So, in that case, yeah, it's a bit disgusting. A little bit to lubricate it before using it. That's literally all it was. What disgusted her about it was that something shaped like a man's anatomy was something I chose to put in my mouth. That was it? Disgusting. You put a phallic-shaped thing in your mouth? You're not a real eater. You're not a real lesbian. The problem for me is that she didn't realise she said anything wrong until I got really quiet. For additional context, she knows I have insecurities around sex and vulnerability, which we had just finished talking about right before she made that comment. This also isn't the first time she's accidentally said something that hit one of my insecurities. Earlier in our relationship, she called me plump. Plump? Plump is one of the funnier words to use in the English dictionary, I think. You know, your body type is, it's plump. Sorry, not plump, that's the wrong use of the word. Rotund? Wait, no, sorry. And later apologised and said it wasn't what she meant and that I should forgive her because it was a mistake. I love that, that's awesome. I love when people apologise to you for something that they've said or done or whatever. And they go, listen, I'm really sorry, but, you know, you should really forgive me, okay? I've apologised. I've done my part. I'm not telling you what to do, but you should really forgive me, okay? That apology that I gave for something that I said, okay, listen, understand, that was one of the best of all time, alright? I should be forgiven. You should forgive me. If anything, you should be apologising for me because that apology was one of the best. I feel like I've gone too far. In that sense, I'm going to say something rude about you again. After this happened, she sent me multiple long messages taking full responsibility. She said the word disgusting wasn't what she actually meant and that one of her own insecurities came out for a split second. You know, it's been one of my insecurities for a long time watching women put phallic objects into their mouth, you know, knowing that I don't have one. I don't have one. She told me that I make her feel beautiful, sexy and wanted and I did nothing wrong. That she hurt me again. That there was no excuse and that she needs to slow down and think before she speaks. She didn't blame me or tell me I was overreacting. She just apologised and asked for the chance to repair the damage. The problem is, I don't know what to do with my own feelings now. I keep replaying that word in my head. I feel like it's going to be there the next time we have sex. Or I have sex with anyone in the future. Part of me wonders if she was secretly turned off the whole weekend and just didn't tell me. Even though the weekend itself felt incredible. It's like my brain has rewritten all those memories through the lens of that one comment. Yeah, I think this is where you need to tell your brain to fuck off. Because, you know, clearly you've had a nice time and everything, okay? And now your brain's going, this one word. Let me look at everything through this one word, this one lens. You're overthinking. So try not to do that. Have you tried not overthinking? Have you tried that? That's my relationship advice. Try not overthinking. Hope that helps. Physically trapped on a vacation with a neighbour, 28 male, who refuses to take no from me, 18 female. Need advice. I don't know, call the police? Shoot him with a gun? These are some options, I don't know. Hey everyone, I really need some outside perspective on how to handle a boundary issue with my neighbour. Like, before I read any more context, are you by yourself with this neighbour, or is it like, you know, a family vacation thing? I need to know. I suppose I'll find out in a second when I continue to read on. That's on me. I'm an 18-year-old girl and my neighbour is turning 28. We grew up in the same area but have absolutely nothing in common. He's been trying to pursue a relationship with me since I was much younger. So this guy should be in jail? Is that what you're saying? Even when I was like 15, he would start off by just being really nice. And then the more time passed, he started being flirty and weird. But he always did it like in secret or whatever, probably because he knows it's wrong. He's still pursuing me. Right now, our families are staying in the same vacation area. There it is. Answer my question. I should have known the context was just around the corner. I cannot escape the situation. He texts me non-stop, looks for any excuse to cross physical boundaries, and moves his chair closer to mine whenever he gets the chance. You are a 28-year-old man. What are you doing? Well, we know what you're doing. You're being a freak, but what are you doing? He constantly asks me to go on walks with him, and even though I say no and I don't want to, every single time, he just doesn't stop. To make matters worse, his parents constantly joke about it. What are you old freaks doing? You're a pack of freaks. Well, we know where he gets it from. Comes from the higher-ups, the parents. I bet he had no boundaries when he was younger. I bet they let him do whatever he wants. Oh, our little Theodore's just the little cutest button. He's really dastardly though, but it's cute. No, he's a freak. Someone should put little Theodore in a freaking headlock. Put him in a headlock, saying the two of us are going to get married. I know what kind of freak land you people come from, but where I'm from, that's not good. That's bad. I'm assuming in America where child marriage is legal. And that they want to become grandma and grandpa already. You have said enough. Ma and Pa, you've said enough, okay? Your seat at the table's revoked. Get the hell out of my cabin.
Do they have family jail? Because if so, you should all go there. Go to family jail. You two and your freak son can all go to the same family jail together. I've said that I don't find it funny, but they just laugh it off. I feel very isolated because the people around me don't seem to notice how much of the behaviour is affecting my comfort and safety. My parents quite like him because we all grew up together. They genuinely see him as the nice neighbour boy we've known for years. Well, the nice neighbour boy is not a nice neighbour boy. He's a freak. But they have made sometimes claims that they think he's weird and his behaviour is weird. I know I need to talk to them about this and how it feels to me. And I know they'll understand and realise the situation. They will support me, so don't worry about my parents or that they are bad parents. They are great. I just haven't been good at expressing myself. Can we go back to the start where I said gun, maybe? If you pull out a gun, I think you'll stop. I'm going to take a stab in the dark here, you're from America, so that should be legal, right? So I pull out a gun and go, hey, what are your ears painted on? N.O., brother? Know what that means? Obviously not. Hopefully this gun can help you understand. Alright, that's enough of me imparting my wisdom onto people's relationships today. Hope you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and...
Shifty Drongo.
I love Shifty Drongo.